Today on The Craft, I want to talk about modifying a Mini, but not by adding stuff to it, which is usually the case, but by actually taking stuff away or hiding stuff. So what I've got here is a old Mage Knight model. It's a War Hatchet Krog, and it's like he's like on a ram kind of creature, and it's just a rider, and you know, it's on one of those horrible Mage Knight bases, and the paint job is hideous. It looks like a 3-year-old painted it with a paint roller, but that's beside the point. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap the rider off, and the rider is only attached to the saddle by a little peg going through the rider into the model. So I'm going to pull this off, which isn't that difficult. Then I'm going to get this off the base. A lot of times with these Mage Knight figures, if they're sturdy enough, you can just apply enough pressure and just push against the base and snap it right off the base. Sometimes you can't. If you can't, visit Ben's RPG pile. He has a great video on rebasing these things. So, and he was the one that actually gave me the idea to rebase these Mage Knight minis. A little bit of repainting and rebasing, and they can be fantastic. The sculpts are pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do. So when I do all that, here's what I'm left with. So I have this creature. Pretty cool, pretty nice looking little guy there. But there is one problem. He has a saddle on, and you can still see the peg that was holding in the other model, and it has a saddle. So if I'm going to use that, you know, as a critter running around, you know, out in the wilderness, that's going to look stupid because he has a saddle on there. So what I'm going to show you now is how to hide that saddle, how to cover that up. And this is a really easy technique. So let me grab my other materials and we'll do that now. Now to do this, I just need my flexible modeling paste, and I've used this quite a bit before, and a toothpick. Now I'm going to use this sculpting tool to actually apply the modeling paste to the model. You could use a brush. So I want to get enough for some decent coverage. So I'm going to start applying that over that saddle. And I want to get enough on there. All right, I think I'm pretty good. So I'm going to smooth that edge down a little bit. Kind of blend it into the previous. Okay, so now I've got that on there. So now I will just take my toothpick and I'm going to start dragging it through the paste. If you get too much of a buildup on your toothpick, you can just wipe it on the table. Or actually, you should wipe it on a paper towel. But it's hard to see that detail now when it's all white. But once we paint this, it's going to be really nice. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you there. What I'm going to do is I will do the rest of the detailing on this, and then I'll paint it up and show you what it looks like. My critter took about a day to dry, and after it dried, I painted it with a black wash so I could paint over it, the brown over it. But look how good that blended in. Like, really the only reason you can tell is because it's black, that there's any kind of difference. So now what I'm going to do is just use a wide brush and do the dry brush technique, which all you do is you take your dry brush, you just put it in the paint, you pick up some paint, not a lot, just enough so you can skim the surface of the object. And so I'm just going to pull it over the fur. I can even bring out some of the other fur texture on this thing that was neglected when they painted it the first time. And wait till you see how this looks when I'm done. You won't even be able to tell that there was any kind of difference. All right, so see there? Look how good that looks, and that was so easy. It just took a day to do that. I've done this technique with hair on player character models, actually. I've done it on pewter models as well as these kind of, whatever material this is, some kind of plastic rubber, rubbery material. So it works on the D&D figures or the Pathfinder figures or any of those. So, because the stuff's a little flexible, so it won't just crack off. So that's great. So there you go. A ram minus the saddle. Now it's all set for my game. Just got to base it, and I'm good to go. So I'll see you next time, and take care. Hey guys, if you're really digging these videos and would like some more information or to talk to other crafters, look at the link below in the description, and you can join my forum on the DM's Craft. We'd love to have you, and I'll see you there.